Hello everybody, hope all of you are well, and today I will continue the chapter organic chemistry. So today first I will discuss the homologous series. Homologous series. Okay, here give one more homologous series. Okay, first you have to know what is homologous series. So a homologous series can be defined as a group of organic compounds represented by the same general formula. That means molecular formula, and two successive compounds in this homologous series differing by a CH2 group. Now we can take the examples of alkanes. So alkanes general formula of homologous series, that we can write CnH2n plus 2, where n is any integer, positive integer. It may be 1, 2, 3, any. So when we are putting n is equal to 1, we will get CH4. That is called methane. And when we put n is equal to 2, then we will get C2H6. This is called ethane. And when we put C is equal to 3, we will get C3H8. This one is called propane. So in this way it will go. Now if we look at minutely to these two formula, that is methane and ethane, what is the difference? There is the CH2 group difference is there. If we add plus CH2, we will get this ethane formula. Here if we add this plus CH2, then we will get the formula of propane. Again if we add the plus CH2, we will get the formula of butane. In this way next pentane, hexane, heptane will come. Okay. So that is why it is called a homologous series, and general formula of this homologous series is CnH2n plus 2 for alkanes. Alkanes are saturated hydrocarbon. Okay. Now what are the general characteristics of this homologous series? All members of this homologous series have the same general formula. That is, in case of alkane we can write CnH2n plus 2. In case of alkene, we can write the formula CnH2n, and in case of alkynes, we can write the formula CnH2n minus 2. Okay. In case of alcohol, we can write CnH2n plus 1 OH. Okay, so these are the general formula, okay, by which we can represent a homologous series. Now this homologous series differs by CH2 unit, just I have shown you. And if we consider the molecular mass, definitely there will be difference of 14 AMU, because carbon is 12 AMU and hydrogen is 2 hydrogen 2 AMU. Total 14 AMU difference will be there. And they have the similar chemical properties, okay, because of the same kind of compounds. Okay, that alkane is one type of compound, alkene is one kind of compound, alcohol is one kind of compound. They are dependent by this homologous series. Okay, and they possess the same functional group. In case of alcohol, its functional group is OH, so it possesses the same functional group. Next, they have the regular change in the physical properties. Okay, like we can think about the melting point, okay, in case of solid compound, and boiling points in case of liquid compound, okay, and they can be prepared by using similar general methods, okay. That is their preparation type will be, reaction type will be same, and this type of systematic formula, that means homologous series, will help you in the study of the systematic way of the organic compounds. It is also helpful in predicting the nature of the compound as well as the properties of the other members of the series. So if we know the one properties of methyl alcohol, definitely we can understand what will be the property of its next member, that is ethyl alcohol. Hope you can understand. Next we will discuss the different types of compounds from this series. Suppose if we take the alkane series, general formula is given that CnH2n plus 2 alkanes. So general formula is CnH2n plus 2. When we are putting n is equal to 1, then we get CH4. Now what is the name of this? This is the molecular formula. And what is the name of this compound? You know that when one carbon is present, that is called meth, and as it is alkane, it will be methane. Next, when we put n is equal to 2, then C2H6, the name of this compound will be ethane. Then when n is equal to 3, C3H8, it will be propane. Next, when n is equal to 4, that is C4H10, it will be butane. And when n is equal to 5, it will be C5H12, it will be pentane. In your level up to carbon 10, you have to remember, okay? And now in your syllabus up to 5 is there. So now when n is equal to 6, then it will be C6H14. So this one is called hexane. When n is equal to 7, that will be C7H16. This one is called heptane. And when n is equal to 8, this is called 6,8. Formula will be 6,8H18, and it will call octane. And when n is equal to 9, that will be C9H20. This is called nonane. And when n is equal to 10, that is C10H22. This will be the decane. Then for n is equal to 11, that will be undecane or hendecane, and n is equal to 12, the whatever formula will come, that will be the dodecane. In this way it will go. But in your syllabus, you have to remember up to this 10 minimum. Okay. Next we will discuss the homologous series of the alkene. In case of alkene, the general formula is CnH2n. Okay. So in this case, when n is equal to 1, there will be no alkene, because to formation of carbon-carbon double bond, minimum 2 carbon is required. So there will be no such compound. Okay. But when n is equal to 2, we are getting the formula, that is C2H4, and its name is called ethene. And when N is equal to 3, it will be C3H6. This one is called propene. And when C4H8 is there, this is called butene. Butene means here we are considering that one butene. It may be isomers. When I discuss the isomer, then you can understand one butene. Then C5H10. This one is called one pentene. So here we are adding in place of N. Okay, that is why it is called alkene. Then hexene, one heptene. In this way it will go. Next, another homologous series I will discuss, that is called alkyne. Alkyne, the hydrocarbons. Okay, that is here CN H2n minus 2. That is the general formula in case of alkyne. So here when we put N is equal to 1, that is also not possible because formation of triple bond, minimum 2 carbon is required. So we will start from N is equal to 2 here also, that the general formula first member will be of this alkyne series, that will be the C2H2. Putting 2, that is C2H2. This one is called ethyne, or its common name is acetylene. When we are putting N is equal to 3, this one is C3 and H4. 3 into 2, 6, 6 minus 2, 4. So this one is called propyne. Okay. Next one, when we put N is equal to 4, that will be the C4H6. This one is called butane. This is one butane, or maybe 2 butane. Okay. Next, when N is equal to 5, that will be C5H8. That will be one pentine. Hope you can understand. So in this way, we can easily write the formula of the different types of compounds in a homologous series. Okay, and also we have to remember their name also. When we will discuss IUPAC, IUPAC is more important in sometimes their common or trivial name also you have to remember. Before going IUPAC, we have to discuss many things. First, we want to discuss that functional groups. Now, what is functional group? That is more important in organic chemistry. Functional groups. Now, what are called functional groups? An atom, it may be an atom or groups of atoms, which determines the characteristic properties of all the members of the same homologous series is known as functional group. Suppose in alcohol the OH is the functional group, in acid COOH it will be the functional group. So first, whatever functional group is there in your syllabus, I have to discuss. First we will discuss that haloalkanes. Haloalkanes, what is the functional group here? Functional group is the halogen. X is the functional group. This is the functional group. It may be fluorine, it may be chlorine, it may be bromine, it may be iodine. Okay, these 4 functional groups may be possible. And what will be the formula of this homologous series? In this case, it will be the CnH2n plus 1 into X. This is the formula, general formula for homologous series. Suppose we can give one example. First compound we are taking that fluorine. So if we put N is equal to 1, that is C, and here if we put N is equal to 1, when N is equal to 1, then CH3F. Okay, then what will be the name of this compound? Common name will be methyl fluoride. If we put here bromine in place of fluorine, it will be methyl bromide. And when we are putting that CH3Cl, it will be methyl chloride. When we are putting I, that will be the CH3I, that will be the methyl iodide. So in this way we can write, and we can increase the number also of N, that when we are putting N is equal to 2, then it will come C2H5. We put here Br, so then it is called ethyl bromide. Ethyl bromide. Here we can put iodine also, C2H5I, then it is called ethyl iodide. Okay. So in this way we can understand that the functional group haloalkane, the main functional groups are here chlorine, bromine, iodine, that's our iodides. Okay. Next we will discuss another functional group that is generally called alcohols. So in case of alcohol, what is the formula of the general formula of the homologous series here? That will be the CnH2n plus 1 OH. Now what is the functional group here? Functional group here is the OH, hydroxy is the functional group. Now if we put N is equal to 1, then we will get CH3OH. This is the first member of this alcohol, and this one is called methanol or methyl alcohol. Okay, methanol, NOL, not L. And when N is equal to 2, this one is called CH3CH2OH, that is C2H5OH. It will become ethanol. In this way, when we put N is equal to 3, then CH3CH2CH2OH, that is called propanol. So these are the homologous series, and they differ by CH2 group. Hope you can understand. Next we will discuss another functional group that is called ether. Now in case of ether, what will be the general formula in this case? So general formula will be CnH2n plus 1 O CmH2n plus 1. Okay, and this functional group can be represented by RO R dot. This is the ether functional group. Okay, now if we put here N is equal to 1 and N is equal to 1, then we get the simple ether, that is CH3OCH3, and this is called dimethyl ether. And here functional group is the ether. If we put N is equal to 1 and N is equal to 2, then we will get CH3O C2H5. This is called ethyl methyl ether. Ethyl methyl ether. That means the two alkyl groups attached with these oxygens are different. This type of ether is called mixed ether. Okay. So here also IPAC name is possible. This one will be the longest chain, and we will write that methoxyethane here. That we will discuss later. First you have to understand that what is the functional group here. The functional group is ether, and this is the general formula, and functional group we can represent as ROR dot, and it may be ROR also. In all of the alkyl groups attached on the both side of oxygen may be same or may be different. When they are same, they are called simple ethers. When they are different, they are called mixed ethers. Hope you can understand. Next we will discuss another type of functional group, that is called aldehyde. Aldehyde. Aldehyde, the functional group is CHO. Okay, and we can represent in this way also, so that you can easily understand. And what will be the homologous series formula in this case? That will be the CnH2n plus 1 CH2. Now when we will put that N is equal to 1, okay, Here we can put n is equal to 0 also. Okay, because here already one carbon is present. So the first member will be HCHO, and this compound is called formaldehyde. When we put n is equal to 1, this one is called CH3CHO, and this is called acetaldehyde. Here one thing you have to remember, that this aldehyde group is called terminal functional group. You cannot write this functional group in between two carbon. Okay, so it will be always at the end, and that is why this is called terminal functional group. That also you have to remember. General formula is this one, and functional group you have to represent in this way, CHO. Okay, next we will discuss another functional group, that is called ketones. Ketone is generally represented by this CO group. Okay, and what will be the formula? Okay, that is the homologous series formula, that will be CnH2n plus 1 C double bond O, and this side CmH2n plus 1. When both N and N is equal to equal, then it is called simple ether, and if they are different, then it is called mixed ether. Okay, so here we are putting N is equal to 1 as well as N is equal to 1, then we will get a compound like CH3COCH3, and this compound is called acetone. Okay, if we take this one, another example, if both side 2 is different. Okay, so suppose one side CH3 and the side C2H5, and this ketone is called butanone, and this is mixed ether. Okay, both side two different alkyl groups are present. Okay, this ketone group. Okay, this ketone group in both sides two different alkyl group is present. So this ketone is not symmetrical, but when we are considering this acetone, this ketone is symmetrical. Okay, this is unsymmetrical, this one is symmetrical. That you have to understand. Next we will discuss another type of functional group that is also in your syllabus. Here I am not discussing all functional groups. There will be huge amount of functional group. Whatever in your class 10 ICSE board syllabus is there, that I am discussing. Next we will discuss that carboxylic acid. Generally it is represented by the COOH functional group, and we can write in this way also. This is the carboxylic acid functional group. Now what will be the general formula? That is CnH2n plus 1 COOH, and here we can put N is equal to 0, and we will get the lowest or first member of carboxylic acid. This is called formic acid, and this is the trivial name. Okay, and because formica means ant sting, this acid is present. That is why common name is taken as formic acid. When we will put N is equal to 1, then we will get that CH3COOH, and this common name is called vinegar or acetic acid. Okay, this acid is edible, but this acid is dangerous. Okay, that means it can cause death and blindness. Okay, but little bit of this acid, a certain percentage, we are taking as vinegar. It is coming from the name acetam, that is called vinegar. Okay, when we put N is equal to 2, then we will get CH3, CH2, COOH, and this one is called propanoic acid. And when we put N is equal to 3, then we will get butanoic acid, then pentanoic acid, hexanoic acid. In this way it will go. So I have already completed whatever functional group is there in your syllabus, and first you try to remember this functional group and try to write the up to the 10 carbon 10 homologous series, and they are try to remember their name also. Then your organic chemistry will be easy. Hope you can understand. So today up to this, thank you.